Welcome to YouTube Pedia. Discover the greatest stories from history, science, and beyond. If you're curious about the world, subscribe now and join our journey through knowledge. Let's get started. The Enigma of Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson, born on November 16, 1993 in Staten Island, New York, is a figure whose life story mirrors the unpredictability of his comedic style. With a family history filled with loss and a personal battle with mental health, Davidson's rise to fame wasn't an easy or conventional one. But it was this very journey, laden with personal struggles and moments of brilliance, that made him one of the most intriguing and polarizing figures in Hollywood. Early life, a story of tragedy and resilience. Davidson's early life was far from ordinary. Raised in the working-class neighborhood of Staten Island, he faced significant challenges from a young age. His father, Scott Davidson, a firefighter, tragically died in the 9/11 attacks, leaving Pete and his younger sister without their father at just 7 years old. This tragedy deeply impacted Davidson, shaping much of his personality and his approach to comedy. Pete has often spoken about how this loss fueled his desire to make people laugh, using humor as both an outlet and a shield against the pain he experienced. Despite this heavy burden, Davidson's journey into comedy began in his teenage years. At 16, he began performing stand-up comedy at local clubs, drawing on his personal experiences and struggles to fuel his comedic voice. His raw and unfiltered approach made him stand out, and soon he was gaining attention in the New York comedy scene. Rise to fame, the breakthrough moment. Davidson's big break came in 2014 when he joined Saturday Night Live SNL at the age of 20. He was the youngest cast member ever at the time, a distinction that brought both praise and skepticism. As a fresh face on the long-running sketch comedy show, Davidson's irreverent humor and willingness to dive into his own personal life made him an immediate standout. His sketches often addressed his own experiences with mental health, family tragedies, and his personal relationships, offering a level of vulnerability that was rare in the world of comedy. But it wasn't just his comedy that drew attention. It was his ability to balance humor with raw honesty about his struggles with depression, anxiety, and the loss of his father. Pete became known for his openness about his mental health issues, which in turn helped break down the stigma surrounding mental illness in the entertainment industry. Relationships and controversies, the public persona. One of the most talked about aspects of Pete Davidson's life has been his high-profile relationships. His romantic involvements have been a constant source of media attention and public fascination. In 2018, Davidson's engagement to pop star Ariana Grande became a media frenzy. The couple's whirlwind romance lasted just a few months, but it was enough to keep tabloids buzzing. The rapid rise and equally rapid fall of their relationship fueled public curiosity about Davidson's personal life and his ability to handle such intense scrutiny. Davidson's relationships didn't end with Grande. He has been linked to several other celebrities, including Kate Beckinsale, Margaret Qualley, and Phoebe Dynevor. Each relationship seemed to follow a similar pattern, a swift romance that caught the public's eye, only for it to end abruptly. These relationships, often played out in the public eye, became a part of Pete's persona, contributing to his reputation as the bad boy of comedy. But these high-profile romances also served to highlight the struggles Davidson faces in his personal life. In interviews, he has discussed how his fame and relationships often feel like a double-edged sword. While they bring him attention, they also put immense pressure on him to live up to an idealized public image. This conflict between the private and public Pete is one of the central themes of his life. Mental health struggles, the silent battle. Beyond his relationships and fame, Pete Davidson's ongoing battle with mental health has been a key part of his story. Diagnosed with borderline personality disorder (BPD), Davidson has been open about the impact his mental health has had on his life and career. he has frequently used his platform to speak about his struggles with depression, anxiety, and the challenges of living with BPD. In 2018, Davidson's mental health became a central topic after he posted a concerning message on Instagram, prompting an outpouring of support from fans and fellow celebrities. This incident brought to light the toll that fame, constant public scrutiny, and personal trauma can take on an individual's well-being. Despite these challenges, Pete has continued to use humor as a way to cope with his struggles, bringing a sense of catharsis to his audience while encouraging others to seek help for their own mental health issues. The Controversies, a divisive figure. Davidson's career has not been without its fair share of controversies. As a comedian, Pete has often crossed the line, making jokes that have angered both fans and fellow celebrities. One of his most infamous moments came when he mocked the physical appearance of the late rapper Mac Miller, who had previously been in a relationship with Ariana Grande. The comment sparked backlash, and Davidson was forced to apologize publicly for his insensitivity. Davidson's humor has also been criticized for its sometimes dark and controversial nature, tackling sensitive subjects such as suicide, mental illness, and drug addiction. While some find his humor to be a refreshing break from the typical sanitized comedy of Hollywood, others have accused him of being too brash or insensitive to the struggles of others. Despite the controversies, Davidson has continued to carve out a niche for himself in the entertainment industry. His comedic style is unapologetically raw and real, and he has made a name for himself as someone willing to push boundaries and take risks in his comedy. A new era, growth and redemptions. As Pete Davidson matures both as a comedian and as a person, his career has evolved. In recent years, he has expanded his reach beyond Saturday Night Live, starring in movies like The King of Staten Island and landing his own stand-up specials. These projects have allowed him to explore his own life story more deeply, offering audiences a glimpse into the man behind the jokes. Davidson's transition from a tabloid sensation to a respected comedian has been a long and challenging journey. He has emerged as a multifaceted figure, blending humor with personal introspection. His ability to take his most painful experiences and turn them into art has resonated with many, earning him a loyal fan base and the respect of his peers. The legacy of Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson's legacy will likely be defined by his willingness to be vulnerable in a world that often values perfection over authenticity. He has used his platform to talk about difficult subjects that many celebrities avoid, from mental health struggles to the impact of fame on personal relationships. His unapologetic approach to comedy, mixed with his willingness to expose his personal demons, has made him a unique and compelling figure in the entertainment world. In many ways, Pete Davidson represents a new wave of comedians, ones who are not afraid to show their flaws and embrace their imperfections. His journey is far from over, and as he continues to evolve, so too will his career. For now, Pete Davidson remains one of the most fascinating and polarizing figures in comedy, someone whose life and career are just as captivating as his jokes. Final thoughts. Pete Davidson's story is a testament to the complexity of fame, mental health, and the human experience. From tragedy to triumph, his life and career are a roller coaster of raw emotion, humor, and introspection. But at the core of it all, Davidson's authenticity and vulnerability are what make him a compelling and influential figure in today's entertainment landscape. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on more fascinating stories from the world of entertainment.